Okay. I think we've got our guest, maybe.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Yes. Let's see. I can't see you on Skype. Is there a way we can... There should be a button at the bottom that you can hit that'll do video.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. There you go.
There we are. Look at that.
Very good.
It's fantastic. We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on our big program. And go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself, my friend.
Yeah, my name's Daniel Darrow. The story starts back around 1991, 93. My band, Joanna's House of Glamour, we signed to a small label called Salem Mort Records out of Louisiana. It was kind of like people used to call it like the American 4AD. It was a really nice label, and he loved all the bands. But he ended up signing a deal with Rough Trade at the time, so it gave us a little more leeway, and we toured the UK, and we met a lot of musicians that I love. Some of my heroes that have worked work in the post-rock field of music from that time around 93. I was so fortunate enough to meet them when we were touring in the UK. Fast forward to 2015, my wife Laura, who was a singer in Joanna's House of Glamour, along with my best friend Bruce McLeod, Laura passed away in 2015. She was the vocalist with Joanna's House of Glamour. So after that, I'm going through the briefing process, and somehow online I met this guy, Luke Skyscraper James. And,
that is a fantastic name, by the way, Skyscraper.
Oh, he's fantastic. He's like 7 foot tall.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And he's a great artist. Yeah, I know. Luke Skyscraper James. I know. He was in a post-punk band, 79, it's called Fashion. And they were just brilliant. I saw them in Boston. And they were signed to IRS, which is an arm of, I guess, the A&M Records. Miles Copeland signed them. And I saw them in Boston. And I saw them in the stadium warming up the Police. And then I saw them again at Rat in Boston playing. They were just brilliant. And one of my favorite bands of that era. And somehow he heard one of my songs and we hooked up. And we started talking about, hey, let's possibly share some music and start recording stems. That kind of thing. So we started exchanging files, stems, and recording. And my friend Bruce McLeod, who runs a label out of Boston called RBM Records, he got involved, and he started adding a lot to the music. And then eventually, a lot of my friends from the UK and actually worldwide started, joining in, sending me files. So it ended up, we put our first album out in 2018. And then another in 2019, and now here we're in 2020. We've got the third one, and the guest list on this one is long. We've got some of my favorite artists of all time are actually working with me on this album. So it's just really a great honor even to have these folks playing music with me. And the name of the new album is Full Colors. I'm sorry.
That's awesome.
Small Colors, yeah. And that's coming soon. The first single's out now. It's called Holiday. It's a cover of the Bee Gees, a classic Holiday. And what we wanted to do with that was, we wanted to retain the 60s element to the song. We tried to just add a more modern electronic post-rock sound to the music. And I think you'll find throughout the album there's elements of acoustic music mixed in with ambient, that kind of thing. And so if anybody asks me about the direction of the music, I mean, I've been listening to a lot of 60s folk music like Vashti, Bunyan, stuff like that, and Nick Drake, that kind of stuff. And I just saw the parallel between acoustic music and ambient music and electronics. So I've tried to build a scope of songs along those lines.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic. We have got a great guest joining us today here via the magic of Skype video. Mr. Daniel Darrow is with us. He has got a tremendous background, and the Pole of Autumn Holiday is the latest from him and his group. So besides the obviously the Skyscraper, who else is in this great band that you've assembled here, my friend?
Wow. We've got the great Phil Parfit from The Perfect Disaster. I mean, he's just one of my favorite songwriters. He's amazing. We've got Joe Cassidy from The Butterfly Child, another great, fantastic UK band. We've got James Rayo from Orange Cake Mix, who are fantastic. We have some Japanese musicians from a band called Broken Little Sister, and we did a track with them. Germany's Sea Surfer. We have Apollonia from Germany's Sea Surfer, and she's just a lovely, beautiful person. She's donated, she's written 2 songs exclusively for the Pull of Autumn. I mean, she just sends these out of the blue, like, wow, this would be great for your new album, and just a beautiful track from her on the album as well. And it's, I think there's other artists. I have to think of who's on there. There's so many different artists aboard. And Stuart from the UK band Boy Racer. It's a really, and of course Luke from Fashion, my friend Bruce McLeod from Joanna's House in Glamour. So it's a worldwide collective, pretty much. And and some of them just send me ideas of songs, stems, as they call them, and I would just build from that. So it's really amazing to me that just a collective of so many musicians could come together and create, just bring a sound together for one album. To have so many artists come together, and when you hear the album, you'll see that it's just basically a bunch of folks creating music. I mean, there's no agenda beyond the music. These are all artists who are just in it for the music.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on Skype, talking a little bit about this incredible group, the Pull of Autumn, and Holiday. Now, this video that is up on YouTube, I've watched a little bit of this, but before we got you on, what the hell is this? This has got all sorts of cool little elements and different things.
Yeah, it's just Luke Skyscraper James is incredible, and he's kind of just got some old computer, and he started messing with files and stuff, and he comes up with these videos, and I just think to me, it reflects the sparse beauty of the song to me, and I think that basically the video it's got some really beautiful sparse moments, and I think it fits Holiday in a really nice fashion. I think it sounds really nice. I'm happy with the video. Yeah.
Well, it is a hell of a deal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
That has got some incredible elements. So you guys should be very proud of yourself with this whole thing, because that is a fantastic piece of business.
Yeah. You know what? Pride's not an element that I have in my system. It's just musicians who love creating music. I mean, and when you just get to the core of that, I mean, the music comes together in a really lovely fashion, and I feel like that everybody has done just a great job on this new record. It's just, we did the first album, and it got great reviews. It did well, and I was surprised. And then we recorded a second. And I wouldn't have done the third unless I thought it was a step forward as far as songwriting or the craft of songwriting. But this third one to me is really a step forward, and probably the best thing I've done yet. I'm really excited about the album.
Well, it is definitely a great piece of business. The Pull of Autumn. We have got Daniel Doro with us today here on Skype, talking a little bit about this incredible piece of business. So, how do people find you guys on social media? Is there a way we can send people your way to buy your music and get involved with what you're doing?
Yeah, the best way to go is just go to Bandcamp, look up Pull of Autumn. We're there, and all our albums are available there. And there's going to be the new albums. Really, the first 2 album covers were done by James Johnston. He was in the band Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, and he was also with PJ Harvey. but he's a brilliant
Wow.
artist. Yeah, James Johnston, and he did the first two albums, and they were like visual. I would call them landscapes, and they had a meaning for me. Then the third album, the new album, is kind of a different concept altogether. It's by a really lovely artist out of the Boston area, Joyce Raskin, and she was also the bass player. I don't know if you remember the band Scarce.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a bass player from Scarce. She's a lovely person and artist. And she was kind enough to do the new album cover, which to me, I don't know if you've seen it on the video, it's just the girl sitting there. It's kind of just elements to me of the 60s. And to me, it's small colors, just brings to mind to me what the music is. It's just small colors. I mean, there's a lot of stripped back, getting just down to the concept of the song on this album. There's a lot of acoustic guitars, it's just not overdone in places, but there's some twists and turns in the album. I always try to make an effort to have the music be varied, in other words,
Yes.
and interesting for the listener.
Well,
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just wanting to get folks over to experience your stuff and buy your stuff and do all that. So.
Yeah, the first album is great. The second album's better. And the third one,
That's
third
awesome.
one is the bomb. This one is the greatest. For me, I mean, just as a personal piece of art that I've worked on. So many people reached out. I don't know if I mentioned Ben Holton from the band Epic 45. He has a beautiful track on there. It's just so many.
You got a little
people.
bit of everybody on this thing.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's global, that's for sure. I mean, and the Japanese band, Broken Little Sister, their track is really.
I just love all these bands that you've assembled.
Yeah.
You I just love the fact that you guys have just assembled a little bit of everything from all over the frickin' planet.
Yeah. They're from Japan, and it's funny when I had to write down their names for the credits on the album. I had to really check closely because I wanted to make sure I get their names right.
You need to make sure.
Yeah, but they're fantastic, and they sent me some great files. And it's funny, that song fits in really well. You know who I forgot to mention? Gary Bromley from the 4AD band, Jiff Juzz. He's on there as well. We have a dub track we did with Gary from Jiff Juzz, and that's amazing as well. It's the albums. There's other guests I'm not even thinking of right at the moment, but there's the album's full of great musicians, really good. The Insides, 4AD, another 4AD band. Julian Tardo, who runs a studio in London, he did a rework on one of our tunes. It's amazing. It's just, he's another. We met him when Joanna's House of Glamour was touring in England, and he is just a really amazing artist. And he reworked one of our songs, and that's going to be on the next album as well. It's just, this album goes from ambient through acoustic through post rock. A lot of people are calling it post folk, whatever that means. It's hard. Yeah. So I don't even try to put a genre on it. It's just 16 songs that I really enjoyed making with some really nice people.
Well, I appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on. We're going to play Holiday now, and thanks for joining us and being with us, and I appreciate it, Daniel. Thank you, my friend.
My pleasure. Stay safe.
Definitely, and I definitely want to do this again. I'm glad we made it on Skype, and I'll definitely talk to you soon. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. We had a lot of fun. Take care of yourself.
Appreciate it, man. There he goes. We are now going to go to this track here on our world famous. Check out KJAGradio.com. Just go there right now.